All right, so here we have the rectangular coordinate, negative 2, comma, 2 radical 3. And we want to convert this into polar coordinates. Okay, now remember, x, y, right? This is called rectangular. So this, this is just a point, right, where we go x units here. So we're going to go negative 2 to the left, and then about 2 rad 3 up this way, right? So this is going to be the point negative 2, comma, 2 rad 3. So what we want to do is find the polar coordinate. Now remember, what is the polar coordinate? Right, polar is a point that is given by r comma theta. So what we want to do is we want to find this angle, which is in standard position, and we want to find this r. Okay. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to convert from rectangular into polar? Remember, r is just equal to x squared plus y squared, okay, and theta, or the tangent of theta, is equal to y over x. Okay. Now, just a little note here, right? We can also use this. Cosine of theta is x over r, or the sine of theta is y over r. Either one, right? Any of these three should work. Okay. So we should do this first, right? We're always going to find our r value first. Oh, r squared, I should say, right? So r squared is equal to negative 2 squared plus 2 radical 3 squared. Okay. Negative 2 squared, of course, that's just 4. 2 radical 3 squared is 2 radical 3 times 2 radical 3. 2 times 2 is 4. That's 12. So we get 4 plus 12. R squared is equal to 16, which means that r is the square root of 16, okay, which is just 4. Now, it is plus and minus, but in this case, r is always going to be positive. Okay. So then the question is, well, what is the angle, right? Now, remember, there's actually 3 different equations we can use. Right? We can use tangent of theta is y over x, so that'll be 2 rad 3 over negative 2, which is just equal to negative rad 3. Okay. Now when you're looking at this, right, okay, wait a minute, I know that I'm in quadrant 2, so in quadrant 2, where does tangent equal negative rad 3, right? That's one question we could ask. But what about this, right? Hey, wait a minute, cosine of theta is x over r, so negative 2 over 4, which is negative 1/2. Or the sine of theta is 2 rad 3 over 4, which is rad 3 over 2. Okay? So in quadrant 2, right, what angle satisfies all these conditions? And that's going to be the angle 2 pi over 3. Okay, so once again, if you're able to figure out using this, by all means, go ahead and just use that. Or if you need to actually write out what the cosine of theta and the sine of theta is and use all these 3 together, right, we should be able to get this angle here. Okay, so in polar coordinates, right, what is the answer? In polar coordinates, this is the point 4, comma, 2 pi over 3.